Hi YouTube, I have another story before I forget. When was this? Today's Wednesday. On Monday, right? On Monday at night, for some reason I decided that I wanted to have a cigarette. Now, when I was in Pensacola, I smoked all the time. I constantly wanted a cigarette. Every single time, like all the time, I was taking a smoke break. I always wanted a cigarette, always bumming cigarettes, always buying a pack. When I got here, I really don't want a cigarette for any reason whatsoever. I never want a cigarette. Even when people ask me, hey, you want to smoke? And I'm like, eh. Or if I try to smoke, somebody will give me a cigarette and I'll smoke half of it and then I don't want anymore. I just don't want it. Well, Monday night, I looked in my freezer and found that there was almost a full pack of cigarettes. There was probably about 18 cigarettes in there. So I decided that I wanted a cigarette. So I walk out of my room, go to the smoke pit, light the cigarette. I literally had two puffs of the cigarette and I just didn't want it. So I put the cigarette out. And I go up to my room and I realized that I walked out of my room without grabbing my ID or my key. So I was actually locked out of my room and it was nighttime. And the barracks doesn't have a quarter deck, okay, because it's not like an A school. So I had to go to a different building just to get another key. So I didn't know what to do. I was locked out of my room. I didn't have my cell phone. My roommate lost her cell phone, so and no one knew where she was. And she's the kind of person, like she's in and out of her room a lot, out of our room a lot. So there would have been a chance she might have returned in a half hour. It may have been a chance that she may not have returned until the morning. So I didn't know what to do. So first person I could think of that I actually remember where they lived, I knocked on his door and I said, hey, I locked myself out. So his roommate, who I didn't even really know, I've only seen him once or twice, offered to drive me to this building, and which was really nice of him considering he didn't even know me. So he drove me to this building. And I went and got the key. And of course, I didn't have my ID or anything, so I had to look up my information. And then he drove me all the way back to my barracks, and then I had to run all the way up and let myself in and then grab my key and then run back down and jump back into this guy's car so he can drive back to that building so I can return the key that they gave me. And the whole time I'm thinking, all of this for a cigarette, and I haven't touched a cigarette since. And I mean, even before that, I haven't really been smoking. I haven't had any desire, but after that, I just kind of took it as a sign that I really don't want cigarettes at all. So I've officially quit, and I really don't care because I never really got addicted to cigarettes anyway, but I'm probably never ever going to start again because that was just too much work for a cigarette. And that's it.